First, we need to see if 6 can go into 4. It cannot, so we're going to put a 0 up top. 6 times 0 is 0, and we have to subtract, get 4, and then we have to bring down the 9. How many times can 6 go into 49 without going over? 6 times 8 equals 48, so we're going to put an 8 up here. 6 times 8 is 48. We're going to go ahead and subtract, get 1, bring down the 5. How many times can 6 go into 15 without going over? 6 goes into 15 2 times. 6 times 2 is 12. We subtract, we get 3. Are there any other numbers to come down? There isn't, so this number becomes our remainder. Next problem. We're going to be dividing 832 divided by 15. Can 15 go into the number 8? 15 cannot go into the number 8, so we're going to put a 0. Bring in 0. 15 times 0 equals 0. We're going to subtract and get 8. We're going to bring down the 3. How many times can 15 go into 83? Well, I'm going to check my math on the side. I think 15 can go into 83 possibly 6 times. I'm going to check. 15 times 6 equals 90. 90 is too high. So I'm going to try 15 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 plus 2 is 7. 75 is your answer. So we're going to take that number, so we're going to put a 5 up top. 15 times 5, like we just said right here, is 75. So we'll put a 75 here. And we're going to go ahead and subtract. 83 minus 75 equals 8. And bring down the 2. How many times can 15 go into 82? Well, I'm going to take a look here on the side. Let's take a look. And looks like it goes in there 5 times because I've already done that math. 15 times 5 equals 75. Go ahead and subtract and get a 7. Are there any other numbers to bring down? There isn't. 7 becomes my remainder. How many times can 43 go into 2,815? It doesn't matter, kids, if we're dividing by 1-digit numbers or 2-digit numbers. It's the same exact steps. We have to divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. How many times can 43 go into the number 2? 0 times. 43 times 0 equals 0. Go ahead and subtract. Got a 2. Bring down the 8. How many times can 43 go into 28? Once again, 0 times 0. Subtract. Get 28. Bring down the 1. How many times can 43 go into 281? I don't know. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to go ahead and round. I'm going to round 43 to 40. If I go 40 times 5, I know that equals 200. I'm going to go ahead and try 43 times 6. I'm going to give it a try. 6 times 3 equals 18. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus 1, I have 258. All right, let's take a look. Can I get any closer? I don't think I can get any closer. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 6 up here. 43 times 6, just like I said here, equals 258. I have to subtract. I have to borrow. 8 minus, or 11 minus 8, I get 3. 2. 2 times 2 is 0. Remember to bring down. I have a 5. How many times can 43 go into 235? Right here is too much, so I'll have to try 43 times 5. Let's see what that equals. 3 times 5 equals 15. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. That looks like it would be my next closest. So I'm going to go ahead and put 5 up top. 43 times 5, like I said right here, is 215. I'm going to go ahead and subtract, and I've got a 20. Remainder, 20. My next problem. How many times can 3 go into 8? 3 can go into 8 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. Go ahead and subtract. Bring down the 2. How many times can 3 go into 22? This is easy. 7 times. 3 times 7 is 21. Go ahead and subtract. Bring down the 3. How many times can 3 go into 13? Once again, it's easy. 3 times 4 is 12. 1. Are there any other numbers to come down? There isn't. So this number is my remainder. Remainder 1. Next problem, 64 into 4,290. Take a look here. How many times can 64 go into 4? 0 times. 0, subtract 4, bring down the 2. Same exact routine every single time. Can 64 go into 42? It cannot. So I have another 0. You see how my zeros are placed right above straight, nice columns. Let me erase these so it's not too confusing. How many times? And that is 64 times 0 equals 0. Subtract, I get 42. Bring down this 9. How many times can 64 go into 429? Well, let's take a look here on the side. I'm going to go ahead and just take 64. I'm going to multiply this by 5. Let's see where I'm at. 4 times 5, I've got 20. 6 times 5 plus 2 is 320. I have a ways to go. So I'm going to do 64 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 2, 448. Well, this is too high. This is too low. So I'm going to go ahead and try 64 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 6 is 36. Plus 2 is 38. I'm going to have to go with this one. Got a 6 up top. 64 times 6, 384. We go ahead and subtract. 4 minus 9, or 9 minus 4 is 5. Have to borrow. 4, 0, 45. I know I did it correctly, kids, because this number right here must be smaller than this number. And it is. So I'm going to continue here. Erase this, got 45. Have to bring down this 0. How many times can 64 go into 450? Now, take a look at the work you've already done. 450. Nope. Right here, this number is the closest to 450, so I know it. We're going to be going times 7. Right with blue instead of green. Got a 7. 64 times 7 equals 448. Let's subtract, got a 2. Bring that back up. Remainder 2. Keep in mind, kids, this is not very difficult math. You have to just take your time over here on the side, do the correct longer multiplication, and it'll help you throughout the problem. Doesn't matter if you're going with single digits or double digits. You're still always dividing, then you're multiplying, you're subtracting, and bringing down. Remember to bring down a number and keep your columns nice and straight. Good luck with your homework tonight.